Welcome back to BLOCKTV, and now you guys are watching Guinea Pigs, where usually us BLOCKTV reporters get a bit abused. We get to test out, sometimes it's cool games, sometimes it's not, sometimes they're TV shows. But today, we're lucky enough that we get to test out a game, which is a favorite of ours. It's an Ethereum-based DApp called Crypto Voxels. And we got to play around with it a bit before, right, Yona?
Yeah.
And so there's a lot going on with dApps lately. You today recently posted a report that kind of said that Ethereum is really lagging when it comes to dApps, right? EOS and Tron are kind of surpassing them. And that kind of makes sense, right? Because Tron now has that $100 million arcade fund. So they're really putting all their eggs in kind of the dApp basket, so to speak.
Exactly.
And Ethereum, even though they're kind of the leaders and the innovators in this, right? We had CryptoKitties, which
who can forget CryptoKitties?
Who can forget CryptoKitties and the like? But still, somehow, where EOS and Tron, just to kind of give you an idea, are going with way above 1 billion. Ethereum is at a couple of 100 million in terms of dApps. So they're really, really lagging here. But we decided to give this game a try. For those who don't know, Crypto Voxels is a kind of Minecraft.
Minecraft for the blockchain, I would
right,
call it.
like the dApps version of Minecraft. And we should kind of start playing this.
Yeah, you want to play?
Yeah, let's go for it. So it is kind of difficult here, right? In the sense that it doesn't really work when you want it to, but you have this little welcome here that says press tab to toggle this user interface, use WASD to move around, press space to jump, press F to toggle flying, and the rest you can always get this back, as they said, by pressing tab. Now, moving really easy, right? You're pressing your arrow keys.
Right. So what actually could you do in this world? Because I was running around, and what exactly are you able to accomplish?
So the thing is that here, this is us jumping, right? You want to see the flying section. So the thing is with this game is that unless you kind of purchase land, you can't really do much. So I want to kind of show us, let's press escape for a moment.
Let's find out, yeah.
And this is OpenSea, right? So this is the site where you purchase that land. So just going back to the game, right? It looks like Minecraft. You have your blocks, as people who play Minecraft know. Everybody,
I see blocks.
Yeah, you see these, the little blocks on the ground here are the ones that you would be able to pick up had we purchased a piece of land, which we did not. And then sometimes if you're lucky enough, you go around, and this is a shared world. So whereas Minecraft is an individual world that everybody builds, here everybody is in it. And if you're lucky enough to encounter another person, they kind of look like an animal, like a robot.
Oh, so I didn't see anyone else.
No.
Can we check out a room, see what kind of what people have done? Oh, this is Diaz to the ground floor here. He's a toy hacker.
Can we go in somehow?
Yeah, I'm sure
I see stairs.
Try to find the front door.
Oh, what do the stairs say?
Well, that's upside. He's the ground floor. So maybe there might be a door around. Let's see if there's a.
Right there. Look, we found an art gallery.
There we go.
There are
nice.
art galleries in this. People build. I think somebody built a movie theater at one point. I was able to find a song.
Fluff Monster.
Fluff Monster. So look, you actually Buff Monster. Excuse me. So you have a bunch of what is that? They didn't fill it yet.
Okay.
And look, they're this is advertising to the max.
It's kind of like a virtual world that you're able to buy pieces of the land using Ethereum and Ether.
Correct. And actually these things, we checked it out a little bit before. Oh, look, you still have the gallery up here. But let's go back to this OpenSea, right? We checked it out before. And these do not come cheap, right? We said that in order to buy, in order to play, in order to pick up blocks and then put them down and build your own area, you do need to purchase a piece of land, which are then in these little boxes.
How much are they going for? What's
so this one is going for 0.4327 Ether. These aren't cheap
Those are definitely
blocks
not cheap.
of land. They cost a pretty penny.
Ethereum right now is about $150 around. It definitely is moving around, maybe a little more. But we saw one for $250 or 1.4 Ether. So people are making investments on
but then also when you consider collectibles, right? Ethereum collectibles were a thing. So I think people, because when you're considering that it's on the blockchain, so you're supposedly have this land forever and ever now at this point. And so that's kind of what they're going with here. And again, the shared world experience. Now we did a few months ago, we did do Hypersnakes, which is a Tron game. And again, just kind of continuing the comparison with them. You want to take a little tour here?
Well, I'll tell you what I like like about these things. So here, the game is actually not running on the Ethereum blockchain. It's running on the internet, on regular servers. But what they're smart is that they realize that the blockchain isn't so good for running games, but it's really good for storing, irrefutable information that stays forever. And so that's what they're doing. They're actually holding the deeds to the lands, on the Ethereum blockchain.
Right, which is where you have your collectible piece of land.
Exactly.
But like I was saying,
you spoke about CryptoKitties. This person put their own
in a virtual prison.
They put it looks
like a virtual prison.
Is that a prison or what? Yeah, exactly.
But what I was saying, so this is like a shared game, right? You have the ability here when you press tab, right? You have the ability to chat, I believe, in one of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Chat.
Yeah, you have a chat option. See, but that's the thing. Here, not everybody is very active. So when you were talking about the Tron game, Hypersnakes, everybody was very active. It was very easy to play. It was quick. It was fun. It was colorful. Whereas this isn't. Look, as you walk around, you can't see anybody. With that, it is also a shared world, and people could play together.
Right.
But it was very easy to see who was in your vicinity, which is kind of where they're failing. And that You Today article did kind of, that was the point, is that Ethereum was missing these kind of key things to be better on their DApp game, if you will.
So you're saying that they're really lacking here and lagging behind, especially, which is kind of you wouldn't think so, because Ethereum really, in terms of DApp, started off. They were the thing. They jumped out.
They are decentralized applications.
There's some color. Speaking of color, we got a 30. I'd say 30% of that cow is in color. So they're making some progress.
And then also, so you see, to buy, you have to purchase every single thing. So even with colors, you have to then buy colors. And so,
do we know how much colors cost?
Not at all.
Can we see how much they paid?
What this is here. So this is kind of giving you the general information about this person's land.
Oh, that's cool.
This is what this person bought. And now the thing is this is kind of like a virtual real estate marketplace as well, because if you go into OpenSea and you click, let's say this property, they're getting really legit here. Oh, this one didn't have it, but you could see, like, if somebody had bought a piece of land before, you can see, right, you can see, and then you can see how much money they are now trying to make off of it. I'm trying to find one that you can find it with, but it's basically trying to give you all aspects of a real life world, but very Minecraft, decentralized, combining blockchain, some ether going on, Minecraft maybe,
right,
a lot going on here. It is a bit complicated.
But that's like everything, so far in the crypto currency sphere, where there's a lot of cool ideas, there's a lot of cool projects, there's a lot of good potential. We're still waiting for that to come to fruition. This is a good first step, though, at least. I mean, this is something they can actually play, and them saying, instead of them saying, hey, buy our token, and then nothing happening.
And also, then when we're talking about, kids love this, like Minecraft. Kids love Minecraft. Kids are really into Minecraft.
Well, it's interesting. Do kids know how to spend ether? I've never spoken to a kid about this. It's interesting.
No, but I'm saying kids are into Minecraft, and so then when you get this, right, you want mainstream adoption. If you get the little 8-year-old who's into Minecraft and is like, oh my God, this is the same. Do you think that parent is not coughing up money?
Exactly. Well, exactly. Maybe parents are as skinny. You always hear the stories about kids buying, $1,000 worth of apps on the iPhone without even realizing. Maybe parents aren't willing to give kids access to the Ethereum wallet. It's interesting. Then out there, I haven't seen any polls. Maybe we could get some kids on the show and maybe get their take on cryptocurrency. I don't think anyone's really focused on kids in the cryptocurrency space. Maybe there's room. Maybe there's room for that there.
Yeah.
Maybe the new BLOCKTV token specifically for kids.
The new BLOCKTV token specifically for kids. Well, just a reminder for everybody. So this is on the Ethereum network. It's a cool game. I say go try it, because what do you got to lose? If you have some ether that you don't mind spending and you want to do it with this game, go for it. Crypto voxels again. Yeah, it is pricey, but it's good anyway. Thanks, Yona, for doing this with me.
Thank you. And you know what?
It's a lot more fun with you.
It could be a good investment. Not that I'm giving an investment advice. It could be an investment. You could buy it for 0.3. It goes up to 1. Who knows?
And I just want to remind everybody out there that if you think there's some cool game that we should cover, definitely tag us on crypto social media at BLOCKTV News. Otherwise, follow us throughout the day for updates throughout the day on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Telegram.